Alright, welcome to another stream. Continuing on Honkai Star Rail's 4.3 Trailblaze quest. Yesterday we left off arriving at Inkford Hermitage and talking to, getting to see Nilux wheeled off to her indentured servitude. We didn't do much, got a little bit of lore from the manager or whatever it's called. I don't remember at this. I already forgot. But we're here to look for graphia, presumably. More than presumably. Excuse me. But we had a snowball fight with the manager to get some information. Let's continue. Even next to such a lively hot spring hotel, there's a secluded mountain path like this. These atonement statues all look like small animals. I should find a prominent spot for ground lamps. No, I'm gonna leave you there. I'm also not gonna talk to you. It's a fox! A fox! These two little lamps don't look reliable at all. Whatever, it's not like I have any other way. Sure, so later, graphia. Snowball fight! Who dares disturb my 1,000-year slumber? Not only will I refuse to grant you 3 wishes, I shall also lock in my canvas to suffer in my stead. It's like the thing in Inazuma, the statue. Yoroi or something. I don't remember the name. Oh, are you dead or alive? Sorry. I thought the voice sounded familiar, yeah. Figured it is Nilux. Or I was guessing, but I wasn't entirely sure of her voice yet. Actually, I'm not quite dead, but I don't feel alive either. When are you supposed to be working on your story? Yeah, I'm testing the deadline. I snuck out. This mountain path is so quiet and secluded. What a great spot for a night stroll, listening to the calming sound of the springs. Who knows? Maybe my inspiration will flow again like these waters. Your inspiration is dry, but your excuses for missing deadlines certainly aren't. I'm going to shout. I was hoping to find some inspiration out here. With those 2 goons breathing down my neck, anyone would hit a complete creative block. Look at this old stone statue. Doesn't it look like himeko? Oh, does it? I don't know. Sorry, I'm gonna have some water really quick. Hopefully better. Ah, there they are. I just reached the real versus fake himeko art in my comic. Let me pay my respects. Maybe graphia will bless me with enlightenment. Miss Cole, when did you sneak out? Wait, it's graphia. That was fast. Let my guard down for just 1 second, and corporate asset. I mean, Miss Colt escaped. Now that's scary. No way are you running away and taking our jobs with you. Good thing this kindly spotted where you were headed. Otherwise, you might have slipped away. You might have slipped away for real. It's graphia. Let's go back to the room to finish your work. Come on, not again. Echo, help! Alex is hauled away by 2 bodyguards, leaving only her drawn-out cries for help echoing across the hillside. Being an artist sure is grueling. I remember being held in a room and watched by 6 or 7 people too. I wasn't allowed to leave until I finished painting either. Do I recognize this person's voice, this VA's voice? Why are you still here? Wait, who are you again? You're asking me? Weren't you the one searching so desperately for me? I knew it is Graphia. My name is Murata Graphia, Guardian of the World and Canvas. It's a pleasure to meet you, Nameless of the Astral Express. Wait, how much do you know already? If you've been in the painting for so long, how much do you know already? You're saying you are Graphia? She really does look a lot like Himeko. Can you prove who you say you are? Child, you were the one who lit the ground lamps, were you not? If memory serves, that's a secret signal my old friends used to call for me. Yeah. I simply answered the call, yet you doubt my identity. How strange. I guess I was expecting some other kind of entrance. Let me think. I believe I know why you've come to find me. The arbitrator of the Phantasm games asked you to tell me that our old enemy, the Demon Lord from Beyond, has returned. Am I correct? I'm starting to believe you really are Graphia. Since Ahatopia's in canvassing, Evanesha and I agreed to guard reality and the world and canvas separately, never to meet again. Well, but why? Never to meet again? Aww. Over the past 1,000 years, I often hoped we might reunite in some way. Who would have thought when word of her finally reached me again, there'd be no warm greetings, but instead only an impending crisis. Echo, you must have many questions. Okay, but how do you know so much? Are you able to see all the stuff from inside World and Canvas? Oops. No. What exactly happened 1,000 years ago? Well, you certainly have a lot of questions, but before I enlighten you... During the Cinder Earth Age, that Demon Lord from Beyond once took the form of a friend to infiltrate the Resistance, causing catastrophic casualties. I must confirm your identity, Nameless. Do you carry a token from Evanesha? The mask! A token? I don't have anything like that. If you mean something Evanesha gave me, there's only this. But the mask changed! She painted a supplicant's mask for you? It's not the raccoon mask. Wait, I guess it kind of is, but it's like a high-tech raccoon. It's not like actual raccoon face. It's like a mask that a raccoon would wear. Hey, give it back. It's very important. Not enough. The red-haired girl hands the mask back to you. The secrets that you seek are many and tangled. Perhaps I should start by telling you a story. Oh, frick. I was wondering why, like, when I only chose one, she said, I have a lot of questions. I didn't realize those were all just, like, continued dialogue, rather to actually get lore. 1,000 years ago, the legions of the demons from beyond descended upon Ahatopia, marking the beginning of the Cinder Age. For their destruction, taking life is easier than brushing aside a feather. Among the countless victims, a baby girl was saved by a painter from the brink of death. He took her in as his daughter, named her Graphia. To protect his daughter, the painter held her confined to their home. While the fires of disaster swept across the land, Graphia lived in seclusion. Until one day, a falling star streaked across the dark sky and a deafening roar shattered the sounds of the wasteland. Unable to contain her curiosity, the young girl slipped out of the house to follow the sound. And so she saw, beneath the cold Phantasm moon, a tower of infinity stood on the mountain range at the edge of the horizon. This tower had countless windows and rose by section, slender and tall. More than an actual tower, it looked like a wounded iron dragon that had fallen to the earth. Was that a wrecked train? Indeed, that tower, which stood for only a moment, was the crushed Astral Express, and Graphia's family name, Murata, came from the wondrous sight she saw. I don't follow the Murata part. At the time, the wrecked train was surrounded by countless abominable monsters. Amidst these foul enemies, a few warriors in strange attire fought tirelessly, but they fell one by one, unable to withstand the endless tide of monsters. Is that the old Nameless? It was only much later that Graphia understood that those who fought and died for Ahatopia shared a common name. The Nameless who walked the path of the Trailblaze. Okay. So the Nameless were the defenders of Ahatopia? Kind of? That was the day that Graphia stepped into the mortal world. Her life as the mother of Imogenesis began. In a long drawn-out war fought at a severe disadvantage, she was forced to seek the aid of the Phantom Moon Games, attempting to use the mighty power of an Ionic ritual to lock the terrifying demon lord from beyond within a limited battlefield. So the Phantom Moon Games existed even back then, before. This is also the first time in the history of the Phantom Moon Games that the 8 supplicants joined forces to confront a powerful enemy from beyond, the Lord Ravager of Assault Pramod. Did she win? She lost. Graphia did not win the Phantom Moon Games, nor did she manage to kill Assault Pramod, and that's why he's back, yep. In the final days of the Cinder Stage, she gathered every ounce of wish power to paint the world into a scroll. Using herself as a nail to steady the canvas, she sealed the Lord Ravager outside. She made a seal capable of shutting out a Lord Ravager? Yes, as long as the scroll still enshrouds reality, he won't be able to lay a finger on the Leviathan's remains buried deeper than Ahatopia. That reminds me, there was, I did see it, there was a thing on Twitter that, was actually a part that I went through on Sunday, but it's like how, in that scene with March and Ashvale, when they're talking about, like, the veracity, it's actually possible that the Leviathans of the Veracity, the Void Song Whales, I think that's what they were called, like the Genshin Narwhal is one of them. Me and my horrible comprehension and whatever didn't get that. Didn't pick up on that when I went over it. Story's over. I have received Evanesia's message. I also have a token I'd like you to give her. Please, let us journey together to the other side. Where did you appear from, though? Are we leaving right now? So, are we leaving right now? And, like, because the bodyguard says, like, the Graphia saw Nihilix slip out, so where was she? No, there's no need to rush. You have a friend here who's lingering with a heart full of farewells. Huh? Himeko? Does this have anything to do with the part where the trailer said Himeko never left Plain Arcadia? You mean Blade? Oh, that too. Maybe. Follow this path down to the riverbank of Mirrored Wish Grove. You'll find many Wispy gathered there. When you're ready, choose a Wispy. Whisper Graphia's name and your wish to cross over to the other shore. Then release the Wispy into the river. Oh, we're gonna get that another scene from the trailer where they're all floating. When the time comes, I'll bring the ferry to deliver you into the canvas. Ah, so that explains how she popped in and out. I'm sorry, I don't know why I can't go in my throat. Graphia vanished? How elusive. Anyway, I should head to the riverbank of Myriad Wish Grove first. Like the lamps of yesteryear. Give me my box. I've heard that in the same forest, giant trees will fight each other for nutrients. How about this? We just feed Shuhu to that tree in the courtyard. It should save us a long trip. Say something. Something. Didn't know you were a forestry expert. I'm not joking. I'm serious. If the All would absorb another emanator of abundance, it would likely bring about an even greater catastrophe. Right now, there is no other option besides the Veracity Husk. If the abundance grows too strong, the Ambrosial Arbor loses control and the Arcadia is doomed. If the abundance is too weak, the Husk spirals out of control and the Arcadia is doomed just the same. It's called an Arcadia, but the whole thing is built on a razor's edge. Does that mean the essence of the elation is just dark humor? You're afraid. I'm not. I respect your choice. I think she's just sad. Also afraid of losing a friend. She's holding back tears. She wants to cry. Ah, fine, you're right, I'm afraid. So what? You think I don't know what that Shinzo person meant? 1 in 10 chance? There's no chance at all. Listen, I just can't stand by and watch one of my kin sacrifice himself. Kin. Did he ever consider them his kin? The Star Hunters? What else? Friend? Colleague? Playmate? The guy who carries my bags on to go shopping? I suppose all of those fit. Fit how? It's what he does, so... Sometimes I can't tell if you're actually dumb or just playing dumb. I hear you, just assume it's the former, simpler that way. My mind is made up, you should understand. Misplaced emotions will only cause the mission to fail. You really are just playing dumb. To be honest, I'm the same way. I could see Firefly cured over illness. If I could see Firefly cured over illness, Kafka finally finding the heart she's looking for, and Echo reclaiming her future, then I'd be willing to pick up that level 999 cartridge too, even if it means becoming nothing but a shadow of the Dark Zone. Still not sure what exactly the Dark Zone is. Don't. At the TV tower, you already severely overspend your time. Don't touch that thing again. Besides, why are you telling me this? You should tell them yourself. Because just like you, I'm a total stuck-up softie. Happy now? Feel better? He's smiling? He's smiling. No, unless you give me a sincere apology and a proper goodbye, we're not settled. Not settled. Is that right? Fair enough. Whether as Inxing or as Blade, my journey has reached its end. Before the final verdict, I should say a proper goodbye to my kin. Who's there? Hello. Hold your fire, it's me. When'd you get here? Sorry, didn't mean to eavesdrop. I get it, it was a deliberate accident. I knew you would come. I found a way into the world of Canvas. I met the legendary Graphia. She told me a way to enter the world in Canvas. If we simply chant her name and release a wispy into the river, she'll come to ferry us. Legend from 1,000 years ago, and she's actually still alive? I guess either time passes differently or she really is just long-lived. I don't know. Really makes sense. After all, you two are practically the same age. Knowing that gives me a bit more hope that you can actually make it back. She's so short. Then, let's begin. So what's with all the other guys camped here? Oh wait, yeah, this is, I was thinking, this is the tree, that we could see from the shore. Umbrail. Okay. Wispy are so cute. Oh, I probably should have talked to them first. Okay, let me see if there's any more dialogue. You're unusually talkative today. Are you trying to buy time? Hello, incoming viewers. Thank you for joining the stream. Just getting along with day 2 of Honkai Star Rail's 4.3 Trailblaze quest. Beep beep. Train arriving. Give me points. How many steps does it take to get an engineless train moving? 3 steps. Step 1, draw the curtains. Step 2, gently sway your body. Step 3, imitate a few of your favorite train announcements. On canvas, here I come. Everyone, let's go find Graphia. The one I choose you! Alright, I'm gonna place you into the river. That should do it, right? I summon Graphia, mother of Imogenesis. May she come forth and deliver us into the world on canvas. Having an audience with Lady Graphia, I'm so excited. No Wispy were harmed in the making of this operation. No. Graphia, Graphia, everyone into the world on canvas! How odd. This time, the visitors actually know of my existence? It's not even like some sort of magical fairy or whatever. It's a literal regular boat. Strange. Why is the boat coming from downstream? Heard your call, and I've come by boat to guide you across. Greetings, travelers who seek to leave the mortal world behind. It is a pleasure to meet you. Leave the world behind? I'm not here to leave the world behind, necessarily. That sounds permanent. I'm not here to do it permanently. Oh, not an imagine, but someone here to settle the past. And family members sing them off? How'd she get that? Does she... How'd she figure that? How does she know all this stuff? I guess so. The power of abundance. What a nostalgic nostalgic? There's something terrifying slumbering within you. I've heard that something lies at the end in the world on canvas with the power to suppress it. Will you show us the way? I see. You are better informed than I thought. Why she looks so dead. Or so uninterested. I understand. Time is of the essence. Please step aboard. Thank you. The mountains lie distant, the water still, and snow settles. Ah, the Wispy. A fine moment to bring this weary life to its end. Bring a weary life to its end? To my eyes, the power taking root within you is far from withering away. It's just a matter of time. The journey downstream is long. As is custom, I must collect your past stories as fair. I shall use them to paint the path forward, which will guide us to the other side. My past stories. Which one? He's also got a lot. I am not much of a storyteller. There's no need to weave your thoughts into a complete story. A single memory, a single breath. These too are parts of your past. Oops. Only by letting go of the past can you truly set forth with an open heart. Is that not so? Go ahead. Say something. I'm curious too. And I shall begin with that lone island of Insumosu. Huh? It's a desolate wasteland, untouched and forgotten. Desolate cold, the perfect place to lay the dead to rest. Oh, these wispy floating, it's so cute. I plant rusted, broken blades in the wasteland as a mark of my departure. Little did I know that even after joining the Stalin Hunters, I'd find myself returning there time and again, bringing along a few new swords with me. Their owners, some of them sought my life, only to fall by my hand. Others simply wished to see me one last time as their own lives flickered out. I was once a craftsman, and those swords, They were all my own creations. I raised those wordless monuments for my old friends one by one until they became a forest of broken blades. There goes the tree. And what about me? And my sword? When will it finally join them in that forest? Oh. Up is down. What is this place? Got a bunch of the spider lilies or whatever. This is the world on canvas, a mirror to your soul, blooming as your heart dictates. May this meadow be everything you wished for. Superb artistry. And yet, I thought you would paint the desolation within me instead. Desolation? I saw no desolation in your story. Instead, I found the lingering regrets of a master craftsman. The fire that tempers black steel and shapes 100 blades does not burn upon the forge or anvil. It burns within your heart. Oh, is she gonna give him a pep talk to convince him to not try to die? Is that where we get the Mornax? Why we're getting the blade altar? That spark within you has yet to fade. It is why this plane has chosen to bloom into flowers. We've got no clue what you two are on about with all this cryptic talk. But you smiled just now, didn't you? Yeah, he's smiling. No, I didn't. No, we should go. Alright, Blade's acting a little, what's the word? What's the word? I don't know. You finally smiled, Echo. Bashful? I'm actually the one who can't even smile. This sucks. I don't think bashful is the right one either. What? Meadow on a distant shore. This wasteland was born from a forgotten island in Insumosa, bleak and desolate. It serves as the ultimate resting place for lost souls. Yeah, the propeller thing is on the left instead of the right now, or the fins, or whatever. We have reached the end. That blue moss. So this is it. Otherwise, thank you for joining the stream. What's going on with day 2 of Honkai Star Rail 4.3 Trailblaze Quest? Correct. Driven by the buried secrets of Ahatopia, you have come seeking liberation, and now I've shown you the silhouette of the beast's maw. Oh boy, but Assault Pramod's gonna find his way in here, right? That's literally what it shows in the trail. We're all fighting him. Was it in this area, in this field? Like, frick, I already forgot what the exact wording was, but it was something like, as long as Assault Pramod, like, can't... Or as long as the world in canvas stays hidden, like, Assault Pramod can't, like, enter it or something, but, frick, I don't know. If you should find a way to get out, I ask that you swear to keep this secret. My lips are sealed. I will keep the secret. Although she's gonna have to off us if we don't agree. That blue maw, can it truly consume the abundance? Only a beast of insatiable hunger can end a plague of eternal growth. I'm still wondering. Well, I mean, okay, it's eons. They're basically the embodiment of concepts. Like, actual biological logic doesn't really apply. But I was gonna say it's kind of weird how the husk, like the corpse, can still consume endlessly. I stood watching this realm for a millennium, beholding the eternal conflict where the veracity and the abundance remain locked in strife. Strife? Nikudor? Maide? Oh, undying soul, the fate that awaits within those depths lie far beyond the reach of our conjecture. Perhaps you'll vanish into nothingness in a mere heartbeat. Or perhaps you'll endure a millennium of gnawing, constantly regenerating only to suffer more with liberation remaining an elusive dream. I mean, isn't that kind of his existence right now? He's just constantly suffering or something? He needs Kafka's Spirit Whisper. Like, Kafka's Spirit Whisper is the only thing that can, like, calm him or something. I don't know. Looking at that calm of yours, I can feel an old friend lingering. Yeah, agony. This is the price I must bear for becoming one with the canvas. Okay, so... she's not technically alive either, I guess, then... I guess that would also explain how she's able to just disappear and reappear. You're telling me if he leaps, he has to stay down there and be torn apart for ages? I'm not okay with this. Yeogwang never said anything about this when we went over the plan. I've lived for nearly a millennium. I stopped wishing for a swift end a long time ago. He's used to it. If the Leviathan does not consume me utterly, then I am still alive. And until that moment comes, I will pin Shihu to the anvil and swing my hammer once, twice, again, and again. Is there really no other way? Silver Wolf, I was never one for sentiment. I'll say only this. In my past life as a smith, I made it a point to forge something for those friends I found tolerable. But ever since I joined the Stellaron Hunters... Alright, I get it. You want me to go back and take that box Kafka uses as a footrest, right? Huh? You already took it apart? Wait, what? A long time ago. Quite a few treasures in there. Mastercrafted blade, a game controller, and a portable reactor? Huh? That's the armor core reforged from the remains of the Glamoth Queen. Huh? What? Why does he just have the some Glamoth Queen remains laying around? Are we bringing propagation into this as well? Oh, and a cat scratching post. Yeah, for Elio's cats. Or whatever. The finalities, embodiments, or... I don't remember how to describe them. For better or for worse, found 3.8 to be a little boring. There are some important lore drops, for sure. But like I said, there's a lot that I can't remember. When did you find out about these items? You? You mean we? We all found out. Think you hit it that well? Please, give me a break. We're a pro team, you know. Just split it among yourselves. Consider it a keepsake. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff he's leaving behind for his friends. Kafka should be the one saying this, but you're the most perfect blade the Stalin Hunters could ever have. Why is that highlighted? Ah, yeah, he wasn't expecting that one, and he's smiling again. Just a broken blade, that is all. Blade, you're actually quite gentle and kind. Silverwolf, I didn't know you had a sentimental side. May you find the ending you seek. You talk too much. Before you go, you have something to say to Echo too, right? Considering I used to be a part of your group? To me? Are we gonna get more lore drops about my past? Don't take offense, it's just a few words. Before joining the Stalin Hunters, I once lost myself. Unable to see the future, yet unable to reclaim the past, just like you when you were first reborn. Reborn. Woke up in space station. Whether we choose this path or we're forced into it. Echo, leave no room for regret and never deny the path you've traveled. I like this music. Hey, we didn't have this swell before. Can't be a little more direct. I understand what. We use the script to interfere with the future. But some things once spoken aloud before their time arrives will never come to pass. So I must head into this unscripted path alone to witness that final solitary truth for myself. It's time. It's time to see him off. Do you still remember that passphrase? No. What passphrase? What? I don't even remember there was a passphrase. No need to step forward, just recite it in your head. Three of a kind. Oh, two pair ace. What is that? Wait, what? They use that in Stalin Hunters too? Wait, what? Wait, Assault for Mod's gonna pop up, isn't he? Farewell. Just pulled the friggin' foolish flower out of his chest. In the final moments of your life, what will flicker through your mind? The devouring. Has it begun? How much time has passed? Sea of Clouds, Ambrosial Arbor. To think that with death so close, this is the scenery my dreams would conjure. My heartbeat, it's barely audible now. Shuhu, are you still alive? And am I still alive? Finally woke up, Yingxing. Hello, Huayan. Master. I'm sorry, you have the wrong person. I'm not Yingxing. Lad, your age, yet your head is more muddled than mine. You're talking nonsense in your sleep, boy. It has been ages since we last met. Tell me, have you let your craft go to waste? Your master wishes to see what you can do. Hey, it's, this is Jingyan's lance. This is Cloud Piercer. I don't remember whose these are for. Is that Kafka's katana? Not a sweet dream of toast and laughter, nor a nightmare of clashing steel. Instead, it is a dream of returning to the very beginning to confess my sins before the master who taught me everything. Typical. This is a standard issue sword I forged for the Cloud Knights back when I first began my training. Is this Fate? Is Fate playing? No, this is not Fate. This is a different soundtrack. Meh. 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 Mr. Meh has entered the Mrs. Meh has entered the dream with me. Looking at it now, it's a crude piece of work. Senior Fodder, are you truly from a short-lived species? Why do you ask? I mean, no offense, I just wondered, why would you come all this way to Shenzhou to learn the craft? My home became a grazing ground for those Borson beasts. My parents, their fertilizer. Unlike you, I won't live to see them wiped out, but my blades will. Look at this blade, fresh from the forge today. I made it. That is so cool! Stop flattering me, this is just standard issued sword for the Cloud Knights. According to the template, its name should be New Blade 01. Senior Fodder, how could you thoughtlessly name your own creation? The very first assignment Elder Huayan gave his disciples was, what defines a blade? He always says a name carries the weapon's destiny. A long cloud drifts, the crane departs the woods. Let's call it departure, Junior Fodder. Huh? Senior Fodder? I thought you'd go with Lone Cloud or Guyun. I guess this is a new soundtrack. By Hung, and that bow I forged for her. View the recur. Is the reason why this looks familiar is that because this is in Genshin? Hold on. Recurve bow. No, it's just that's just a different bow straight up. That's a 3-star bow, okay. But this bow still looks familiar somehow. But I don't remember seeing it with Baihong. In the end, it was I who forged the greatest sin. For me? Thank you! I told you, didn't I? As long as you set your heart on what you love, nothing can stop you. Say, hey, did you give this bow a name? I named this bow Lior, after a mythical steed from the primeval Imperium. Legend says it was one of the Emperor's final mounts, a divine beast that could tread over any chasm and lead its master back from the brink of death. How'd you get so off track? Why pick a name meant for a horse? That won't do. It does not suit me at all. I'm going to call it recurve bow. Yeah, just a generic type of bow. That sounds terrible. It's like my mother naming me human. Yep. At least change to something elegant, like winding stream. Fine, have it your way. Look at you, skilled with both the pen and the sword. You really should not be trapped in this flame wheel forge for the rest of your life. Hey, perfect timing. I have a few friends getting together in the wolf. Wanna come along? Staying in a single place your whole life? That won't do. Jingyan's Devastator Glaive, the weapon I promised to forge for him all those years ago. Okay, so it's called Starfall Reverie. Did we know that before? Old friends have drifted across the stars, but he remains. A genius? I suppose Master Jinglio's swordplay should be no trouble for you then. You little rascal, do not try to act like my senior just yet. I'm a short-lived species. Shenjo's swordplay takes hundreds, even thousands of years to master. I simply do not have the time. I heard your bold claim. I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. It seems you think little of us Shenzo people, then? My, the future sword champion has sharp ears. It's just a little drunken rambling. Don't take it to heart. It'd be a waste to throw my skills away on the battlefield. You go to the front and I'll forge the divine weapons for you. It is a promise. Alright, deal. Then I want a Devastator glaive. 4 meters long, decorated with green silk, and you should engrave the blade with cloud patterns. Or maybe lightning? Wait until you have grown a bit taller. Then it is settled. When the time comes, you shall arm each of us with a weapon of our own. Let us face the fires of war in your place and handle all that tedious business on your behalf. Come, friends, drink up. We five come from all walks of life, but here and now we are one. Together, we shall bring glory to the Shenzo and peace to all who dwell beneath the stars. Peace? What's that? You know, I'm reminded of Amelie's cover for Aldnoah Zero's theme. I haven't seen the anime, and I think I'm reminded of it because Amelie does the English voice for Jinglio, and like some of the lyrics are like, they say fight for peace, but what is that? By the rainbow and the 10 lords, if I betray our bond, let all existence hunt me down. Wait, no, this is Ashvale's cane. Duh. The prosthetic arm and sword set for Mr. La Mancha were works created by the master and me. He came to visit me even after I was cast into the shackling prison. Yingxing. Oh, Yingxing. How did you end up like this? Shadows tasted the flesh of abundance within you. You cannot even speak anymore. Yingxing, look at me. Lift your head. It was only thanks to you and your master that the Shadow of Veracity was sealed. I owe you both a debt of gratitude. So, I have but one question. Do you want out? If so, just nod. What a bro. What a bro. There's always a way out. Just give the word and I'll carve a bloody path to get you out right now. There is no need. I must atone for my sins. The next TikTok is gonna say that Shinichiro Miki's voice is generic, just like a generic guy voice, just like they said Kenjiro Tsuda's voice is generic guy voice. Hello. Perhaps if I had taken away from the Flame Wheel Forge back then, your fate would have been entirely different. I respect your choice, just as I did all those years ago. Pity, so much in this world does not go as we wish. Okay, Cloud Piercer. Whose is this though? Is that the only thing I can think of is Kafka's, but I don't know. Or is this actually what? Yeah. I don't know what Jinglio's sword actually looks like. View the Hunter's Blade. Yup, this is not my work. This is where my life as Blade began. So your Blade, you sound like quite the expert on swords. Oh, good timing. What do you make of the sword she's carrying? The blade itself is fine, but the technique is wrong. Swordsmanship is no song and dance. Power starts at the feet. Only when the eyes and mind follow through will the strike land. Oh my, Bladey, you really are the ultimate blade critic. Since you have so much to say, Master, why not forge a legendary blade for each of us? Wait. I can't remember from Super Wolf's trailer. There was one of them where like she's playing with that I don't know. She gets the cartridge but in the end Kafka takes it, or Elio takes it from her for was Blade in there? Cause when did frick, I can't remember the timeline. Did Silverwolf join before or after? Now it seems like Silverwolf joined before Blade, but in that trailer it shows Blade was there when she left the cartridge. So it's like, when did all this happen? Frick. I put down the hammer a long time ago. My hands cannot do what my mind wants anymore. Fighting with a weapon that does not suit you is just a quicker way to die. From now on, if a sword is needed, let it be mine. This shell of mine is the only blade there is. Alright, now Dan Heng's blade. Dan Feng's lance. Spear. A weapon given by Yingxing to an old friend. Cloud Piercer. But we are no longer who we once were to each other. Once I dreamt that we were dear to each other, I woke to find that we were strangers. Who am I? Who I am? Does not matter. What matters is, do you remember this weapon? I don't understand what you're talking about. Dan Heng. Okay, after he reincarnated. All that happened. Do you think you can just walk away from it all? You would do well to keep Cloud Piercer by your side, or next time we meet, I will be the end of you. Wait, is this when we first met Blade back in 1.x? It sounds vaguely familiar, I feel like, but what a pity. In the end, we still cast our weapons aside. Alright, Huayan. Apprentice, come here. Finally, is the end in sight? Bong. I'm here, Master. Good, I have waited a long time for you. You have seen every blade I have forged in this life. Fine work. Somewhat flawed, perhaps, but their edge is undeniable. The marks of a true master. Gazing upon the weapons I forged in days past, I can only feel a surge of endless regret. The hammer falls and cannot be undone, yet I've spent my life taking one wrong step after another. Same, bro. I betrayed my friends and broke my oaths. Even with these divine blades, I failed to protect those I held dear. My hands are stained with blood. I loathe the reflection it casts back from my blade. What weighs heaviest on my soul is the debt I owe you, Master. Ooh, sorry. In this life, I fear I'll never have the chance to repay it. Eyes open! Let it all out. You feel a bit lighter now, don't you? But isn't there one last piece you've yet to show me? Oh, isn't this the blade he normally uses? Is it? Or is this mblade specific? But I don't know. It has yet to be named, has it not? That is mere scrap from the forging of Shard Sword. I hid it away, fearing it would bring shame upon your school. Master, how did you... Can a mere boy keep secrets from his master? I entrusted General Yao Guang to bring it to you. Since the day you left, I have kept this blade hung in the hall, gazing upon it daily. That raw, youthful spirit within it burns to the touch. It is the same light that shone in your eyes the day you bowed to me. It is the keen edge of a craftsman. Wait, so which sword does he use then? He himself use? I am but rusted scrap now. My light has long since faded. This is where I belong, buried. Crushed ore, old materials, rusted iron. As craftsmen, we spend our entire lives in such company. Waste not the bounty of the world, but perfect it through craft. To take what is useless, to make every failed scrap and forge it anew. Isn't that our very mission as craftsmen? Even for a life that has reached its end, a life built on nothing but mistakes? As it is with the work of a craftsman, so it must be with the life of a craftsman. Do you still remember the question I once asked you? What defines a blade? The answer already lies within you. Go now and forge it anew. So he goes in to die, and his final thoughts gives him a pep talk to live. Or something, I don't know. It wasn't Graphia who gave him the pep talk. It was his dying thoughts that gave him the pep talk. His hallucinations. Forge it anew. Interesting. Oh boy, did Assault Pramod find his way here? I wish more than anything that I could live just a bit longer. Yingxing himself said that back when he was nearing his end. Shoo. You fought me all this time and leapt into the Leviathan's maw, nothing more than a bid to drag me down with you. A pity, truly, for so long as a single soul in this vast world prays for abundance, I shall return to bestow my grace. And now I have come to answer your prayer. Within the Leviathan's maw, I shall grant you 1,000 years of agony, as your flesh will be remade only to be devoured again and again. You shall find no release. Is this where his words from the trailer come in? There's like in the tempering the blade or whatever, strike it 1,000 times. I don't even remember what he said. I'm making stuff up. I just know there's something along those lines. Is this not exactly what you call forge it anew? Poor child, you and the Shenzo citizens are always so short-sighted. Trapped in this waking dream called life, you cling to what is gone and tremble at the thought of being forgotten. Yet when I come to carve through your flesh and awaken your minds, you spurn my beautiful gift. You were once a master craftsman. You should know best about the beauty of shaping. I can grant you the power of reshaping life and death, bringing those you loved and lost back to life. Let your friends return to this world again and again, giving you the chance to right every single wrong. Righting wrongs? You mean by carving out more walking husks like me, things that crave an end they can never reach? That is but a fleeting pang, a necessary tampering on the path to eternity. If you persist in spurning this gift, then this maw shall become your prison for all time. Your body will churn for millennia, caught between being digested and reborn. Every inch of your flesh will remember the agony of being ground to pulp, until your very will dissolves into nothing, leaving only a hollow husk that can cry out my name. Are you done talking? He's already been living like that, kind of, hasn't he? Do you truly believe that I am the only prisoner here, Shuhu? You are the one bound most tightly by your chains. I am not trapped in a facility full of robots. You are all trapped in here with me. For so long as a single soul in this vast world prays for abundance, I shall return to bestow my grace. You're nothing but an echo of them, a slave trapped within your mission of compassion. You mock our obsessions. You are Yashu's most pathetic prisoner. Are you trying to provoke me? No, I am pronouncing your sentence. I never dove into this abyss for the sake of a mutual end. Huh? I came for forging. Okay, did I misunderstand something prior then? As long as you cling to life, you must keep reshaping this body to fight back, denying from the veracity, and that struggle is exactly what I want. Let the maw of this eon husk be the furnace. Oh, yeah, it is. Here's the line from the trailer. Let the maw of this eon husk be the furnace, let our undying flesh be the iron, and let death 1,000 times over be the hammer. Right here I shall forge and recast you again and again. Not to destroy you, but to create a cage that can hold you prisoner for all eternity. And the thorns of this cage shall forever be aimed at that savior who branded you with your mission, Yasha. Are you ready to turn your vengeance against your god? I see now. So this is how you forge it anew? Very well. Let us see this, how this duel between the condemned unfolds, this forging within the furnace. In the end, which of us shall forge the other into a blade? Nope. Well, at the Astral Express, we're gonna see her at the school. When you're united with family after 15 years separation, 22% of organic life forms will sweep and embrace, whereas 59% will exhibit indifference or outright rejection. Yet, choosing to conduct a covert investigation instead is entirely unheard of. Because she suspects Ryusuke is being used by Sot Pramod, I guess, already. You harbor suspicions regarding Mr. Ryusuke. Why is that so, Miss Himeko? Before Star Rail Fest began, I stopped by his office to look for the family records on the Phantom Moon games. Out of concern, or perhaps out of curiosity, I leafed through his portfolio. The artwork was magnificent, with each piece serving as a microcosm of a different planet. That was when it suddenly dawned on me. He's been on different planets. Wait. Did he say, like, he's been on Planar Arcadia ever since he's been the dean these past 15 years, so if that's right? So if that's the case, which I might be remembering wrong, in which case you can just disregard anything I've said, but if he's been the dean, so stuck on this planet for the past 15 years, how could he like get the views of other planets to paint them? 5 of the worlds he captured in those paintings are now gone. Oh! Lost to the fires of war waged by the Antimatter Legion. Okay. Just as you suspected, Mr. Ryusuke's travels have been highly suspicious. In the year 1969 of the Arcadian calendar, he traveled to the Delcor Ring to sculpt a statue for the Doctors of Chaos. 2 years later, the IBC received word that the last local resistance group had rejected all aid and launched a suicide charge against the Legion. Oh, frick. Okay, yeah, so I was just remembering wrong, but something else is up, yeah. Also, in 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, he traveled alone to the planet Goliath's Shepherd. After a century of resistance in the fires of war, the planet was officially declared dead 9 years later. Both incidents point back to a single culprit. The Lord Ravager of Sot Pramod. However, there is also evidence suggesting that Mr. Ryusuke was still in Planar Arcadia when Sot Pramod appeared. Additionally, the IPC recovered a commission he received. It read, "Please carve a piece of our lasting glory just before the world meets its destruction." He accepted the commission even though he knew the Legion had surrounded the planet? Legends of the Graphia clan abound within plain Arcadia. To this day, many believe the weathering curse is a scar seared into your very bloodline from Graphia's struggle against the Legion. Conjecture. Mr. Ryusuke was tracking the demon from beyond. He likely believed that finding him was key to breaking the Graphia clan's curse. Any other conjectures? There's another possibility. Please forgive me if this sounds out of line. There is a 52% probability that Mr. Ryusuke was being used by a SOP mod. He might have even chosen to work for him. I'll have a word with him. I'll leave it in your hands, Miss Himeko. Dad, do you have a minute to talk? I do. I'm 1000% free for you. What brings this surprise call to your old man? I was worried you were too busy, so I didn't want to bother you these past few days. That foolish didn't hurt you, did she? Actually, what am I thinking? A mere herald of death's nothing to my Himeko. You probably handled her in no time. Himeko didn't do anything. And that Echo Kid is something else too, I'm telling you. Everyone at school is a huge fan of the Astral Express now. 15 years later, the Bloodstained games are finally over. And this time, everyone survived. Not quiet. Foolish? Whole wave? How am I gonna forget the bird's name? Costide? It's time we sat down and talked just as father and daughter. Eh? Am I dreaming my little girl actually wants to have a real talk with her old man? I don't care if I heard you wrong. I'm taking this to the bank. Praise the Astral Express. Praise Akavili. Give me 10 seconds. No, make it 8. Your old man is on his way. There's no need to rush like that. She's just gonna head over to the school, right? Love you, kiddo. I should have seen that coming. Himeko, open up. It's your dad! He's already here! What in the frick? Himeko, come over here and tell me more about this. How'd you get here so quick? I almost thought... I genuinely thought he was A-posing for a moment. He just wants to hug her. Can we get that? Can I get that track off? How come it doesn't stop properly? I originally planned for us to meet at the school, but since you're already here, let me show you around the Express. I would love that. I was in such a rush last time, I really want to get a look at the place you spent the last 15 years. Who would have imagined it? The thing that connects this nearly infinite universe is not some distant godlike Zeit, but a single Express. I have met many artists who dreamed of boarding the Express just to get a closer look at the legacy of trailblazing. So, I am curious, how will the great artist Ryusuke evaluate it? Oh, now she's just buttering it up. Something's off. Is he gonna miss me? I'll give it my all. I don't know. Thumb up! I was only joking, there's no need to be so serious. There's actually so much interesting stuff on this Express. Where is her ticket, by the way? It's on her coat, actually, right? I can't even... Oh, yeah, it's literally... Okay, that's a really big ticket. This table all kinds of different from the others. I mean, they all look alike, but this one doesn't seem authentic. It is kind of different from the others. How can a table not be authentic? It's just supposed to be regular furniture. What do you mean? A lot of old furniture was destroyed when the Express crashed. Oh, I guess like of the original Express. A lot of old furniture was destroyed when the Express crashed. Pom-Pom and I spent quite some time picking the right replacements. Out with the old, in with the new. The Express has been running for years, so it's only natural to patch things up every now and then. You must have had a hard time keeping it running. It's not that hard. I'm used to it. Just as I thought, the Astral Express looks amazing inside. These chandeliers. It's like a whale. The designer used the skeleton of Void Song Whale as a reference. They say it's been here since Dolly's days on the Express. It catches the eye of many people who board. But the light seems a bit dim here, doesn't it? It's always been this way. Have you tried swapping in a polarized conductor or rinsing the light units in an alkaline solution? Are you an artist or an electrician, Dad? I'm just speaking from experience. Don't forget your dad was the one who set up all the lighting in those classrooms. Hey. Is it there? Let me see. What? Is what there? It's bigger on the inside, the phonograph. Oh, also has music from all sorts of worlds, just like the versions I've heard before. It's a shame I didn't get to see the legendary infinite ice cream machine. What? Dad, do you actually believe something like that exists? I thought only kids would fall for it. Long, long time ago, such a thing did exist on the Express. Ooh, get told, Himeko! Get shown up! When the Express passed the desert planet Talon, Granholm left the machine there. Now has become a popsicle planet. Conductor, long time no see. Your fur looks a lot smoother than last time. Really? Thank you very much. Hey, my daughter Himeko finally opened up to having a heart-to-heart with me. What a special moment. Pom will leave it to you then. They say family is one of the most precious treasures. Pom believes we should cherish them. Back to cleaning. So I told you this time Dad wins. Himeko, you may be a fully capable navigator now, but sometimes experience still beats youth. Aren't you tired of talking non-stop? Are you actually worried about me? Oh, I'm so touched. Perfect, I'll make you some coffee. Huh? Huh? Oh, well, might as well swing by the meeting car to say hi to that Inteltron buddy. He doesn't want the coffee. Mama finds Himeko's father very easygoing. Himeko, come on, let's walk together. Maybe they weren't actually in the school. Maybe it wasn't here. I'm not sure. Inteltron buddy, long time no see. Hey, Shosh. Welcome to the party car, Mr. Ryusuke. Hello, Adam Rin. Thank you for joining the stream. Just getting along with Honkai Star Rail's 4.3 Trailblaze quest. Rumor has it that the drinks in the World's End Tavern are all brewed from jokes. Since we are in plain Arcadia, any single joke before a drink should be second to none. Since there is only a single joke, it is quite literally second to none. Mr. Ryusuke, the tension detected in your micro-expressions has increased by 33% since our last encounter. Nonsense! Himeko is brewing a cup of coffee just for me. Is there anything in the world that would be more wonderful than that? Have you tried her coffee, actually? I thought most people didn't like it. A cup of hot coffee right before the end. This must be what they mean by life is short and bitter. Have you seen the leak for next update or not? I'm just gonna say I would prefer not to talk about leaks on stream. Only confirmed stuff. Now I see why they call you Shush. Well, since I am still among the living, let me tell you a joke for a change. Long time ago, there was a truly terrible nameless. They snuck aboard as a passenger, seeking a certain answer. No worries. Just letting you know. Now, one day, they... Why is they caps here? Caps they is only used for eons. But the nameless is part of the Trailblaze. This couldn't be Akavili, right? Because the nameless only exists because of Akavili. So who is the they here then? And they're still nameless? A long time ago. Oh, was he just repeating? Oh. Oh, I've retrieved the same joke from the archive logs. It is indexed under the title, An Unfunny Joke. Ah, got him, GG's. But did you know the first time the robot heard that joke, it laughed with pure joy? Don't go filling Shush with nonsense. Its database is already enough of a mess. Dad, here's your coffee. This cup is huge. Himeko, tell me, are you still holding a grudge against me? What are you talking about? Now drink it while it's still hot. Analyzing components. Results show coffee concentrate, Helduran butterfly scales, a species of fish from a gas giant, trace amounts of iron particles, and various other unknown substances. Ah, I got him, GG's. Shush, why'd you have to do that? Butterfly scales? A species of fish from a gas Okay, the iron is just... Well, I mean... How much iron does coffee actually have? Mr. Shush, you must be exhausted after telling me all those cool jokes. How about a nice hot cup of coffee to warm you up? My inspiration circuit is vibrating. My radar indicates that the conductor requires my immediate assistance. Good luck, Mr. Ryosuke. Ryosuke gazes at his coffee cup with steely determination, as if the liquid swirling within were molten magma from the core of a planet. Himeko, if I do not make it out of here, please deliver my resignation to Miss Dolly. Tell her I will not be coming in tomorrow, which is really no different from any other day. In the blink of an eye, Ryosuke grabs his coffee and downs it all in one swift gulp. Didn't you say it was a huge cup? The coffee tastes like heaven! Want another cup? Is that Sark? Wait, does he actually like it or no? Himeko, Miss Dolly told me that back when you were school assistant, you used to bring a massive pot of coffee for everyone every single day. They still talk about it to this day. It would be so selfish for me to keep this all to myself. I simply must bring some back for the other teachers to sample. I'm afraid it'll be long cold by the time you get it to them. Okay. Is this all part of, like, her plan to, like, try and get stuff out of him? Like, I assume it is. I'm just kind of wondering when it's actually going to get to the part where it's, like, the more tense parts. But as you said, it's time for us to head to the school. We must return to the source of these tragedies and put an end to the bloodstained games. Okay, wait, it was at the school then. Are you truly ready to say your goodbyes? We can stay a little longer if you like. We still have plenty of time. We should go now. Alright, here we go. Kind of. I have been ready for 15 years. It has been 15 years. Those ghosts have been repeating their final day over and over, trapped inside the classroom you imaginated. Even if they are merely shadows of the past, they deserve to be set free. You're right. Let us use one final goodbye to close the chapter on the Herald of Death incident. Senior, you're back. We're all waiting for you. Sorry I'm late, everyone. It's okay. Thank you so much for coming. Himeko, we don't have enough time for the lobby. Could you please use your amazing imagenesis skills to decorate the stage for us? I'm begging you. Yeah, stop bothering Himeko all the time. If you and the others hadn't slacked off on the rooftop, we wouldn't be in this mess right now. But the school anniversary is tomorrow. If I don't get this done, Miss Dolly's gonna skin me alive. You should start by tidying up those ribbons. Once we're finished with the classroom, we'll all come and give you a hand. Is it just me, or does it feel like the tones and the music is like wobbling a little bit to make it sound kind of eerie? Like that sound. Something is definitely up here. Laughter fills the classroom, but the living know the truth. It will happen again just like every single day for the past 15 years. Wait, did you hear that? It's him. He's back again. That was a little sudden. Don't be afraid, Belle. I'm here. No more running away. We don't have to face any herald of death anymore. Really? When have I ever led you astray? Look, even the dean has arrived. Let us run through the anniversary program one last time. Right now? But we still have so much stuff to do. The decorations are nowhere near finished. It's alright, we have plenty of time. This sunset will linger for a very long while. Just enough for us to finish our celebration. I hereby declare that the Graphia Academy anniversary and the graduation ceremony of 1984 1984, Big Brother, has finally begun. Since the other grades are not with us today, we shall keep the proceedings simple. According to our school motto, every single student must truly understand their purpose before they depart from these grounds. Oh, I would fail that so hard. Students, have you all discovered who you wish to become? No. Why so serious? Only a rehearsal? Well, in that case, I'm going to be an artist. And not just any artist, I'll be even better than you, senior. I plan to study at the Intelligentsia Guild. I want to learn how to create even more interesting imaginary. You know, she says that, but, like, we haven't actually seen or heard of Imagine before, prior to this, right? Granted, we haven't had much dealings with the Intelligentsia Guild, but we've had some. Mainly with Ratio, but... I want to study cinematography and become a director. I want to capture every moment of happiness in the Arcadia. I hope that in 10 or even 20 years, you'll all still hold these dreams close to your hearts. And now, please welcome our distinguished graduate representative, Himeko, to the stage to offer her final blessing to the graduating class. Are seniors doing this? That doesn't happen a lot. Himeko, are you nervous? Relax, give us a smile. I do not know what to say on an occasion like this. All I know is that this is a comfort the living leave for themselves. But take that step forward, go and embrace tomorrow. Become someone that the person you are today would be proud of. Frickin' I'm still trying to find my own way. Congratulations to the class of 1984. Senior, don't miss us too much. Himeko, see you around. Himeko, what's with the sad face? Not like we'll never see each other again. Farewell. Belle, Foolish, Mia. Foolish was the only one she got to see again, and by that point she had already gone insane. Safe travels, everyone. 15 years, the bloodstained games that altered the course of so many lives have finally come to an end. If only I had not lost myself in my own grief, if only I had looked after that child properly, perhaps everything would have been different. It was not only the Herald of Death that pushed her toward that abyss. Foolish said it took Plain Arcadia 15 years to kill her. Will this world ever get better, Dad? I don't know, but I'm willing to believe in it. Dad, all these years, just what have you been doing? Is that a concern? Is that concern I hear in your voice? If you say so. After the Bloodstained Games, I traveled to many different worlds. Okay, yeah, so he was traveling then. I just couldn't remember. Every time I set foot on a new planet, my thoughts always returned to you. Until one day I happened to see news about the Astral Express. The person on that screen is so different from the daughter in my memories. I was so afraid to be sure, and I did not want to disturb the life you had found. As long as I never saw you in person, I could keep telling myself that lie. My daughter had fulfilled her dreams to soar among the stars. Von Walk, only New Londinium. Music stop. What was in the Von Walk incident again? Frick. Oh my goodness, this was literally gone over 2 days ago. It was, but the planet was kind of messed up by abundance, right? Londinium, we're going to Victoria. We're gonna have to deal with the Londinium secondary defense artillery. Get the frick out of here, dumb bot. No one likes you or your handler. Piss off. Okay. Were they beautiful? In this vast universe, nothing holds more beauty than the lands en route yet to be reached. You may have been a poor excuse for a father, but even so... Thank you for setting me on this trailblazing path. Same here, thank you for fighting so hard to be here alive. It's still early, let's have a walk around the campus. I have something very important to tell you, but it can wait. Something very important? Just give me a moment to gather my thoughts. Nice weather today. No, this room was imagine it. Even for yeah, it just no that. Okay. Let's go downstairs. Oh, it's her. Himeko! Oh my god, frick. It's not a bit, your old man's arthritis is acting up again. Senior Himeko! Oh, she actually looked at me! Her navigator aura is incredible! Angie door. Huh? National Express, I love you! Like a love song, baby. Okay, this is a little awkward. Baseball raccoon didn't come? Himiko's so pretty. You glanced at me that my daughter's so popular, but you all are supposed to be in class right now. The Herald of Death incident just ended. It is only right to let them breathe and relax for a while. To think that it all happened only yesterday, young people really do have a way of returning to their carefree selves so quickly. I suppose it is because they believe that the Astral Express will always be there to save them. It brings back memories of you as a little girl. Whenever you heard someone mention the universe, the light in your eyes would outshine even the brightest supernova. That is true. The very first imaginary I ever brought to life was modeled after the rocket atop the Fenris moon's head. That little fellow had quite a temper. It was so determined to fly higher and higher. To this day, I still wonder if it ever truly reached the moon. What if when Trivius gets like incarnated, she tries something like that? Dad, do you still remember it? How could I ever forget? That thing came crashing down and poked a hole right through Miss Seadrake's tail. I had to take it to apologize in person. I ended up redrawing the tail myself to make it right. These days I wouldn't be able to handle that kind of trouble anymore. My poor old back wouldn't allow it. Now that I'm free from the weather and curse, you don't have to spend your life wandering the stars anymore. Why don't you just settle down there, here? I can't just face the thought of coming back to nothing but an empty home again. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. So when are we gonna find the himeko that never actually left Planar Cadia? The Imagenesis classroom is ahead, so nostalgic. Why does it always get darker? Nostalgia? She might have taken the day off. I never noticed it before, but on closer inspection, this classroom was so much bigger than it used to be. Must be because of that incident. As the culprit behind it all, you haven't forgotten, have you? Of course, since I couldn't get you onto the real Astral Express back then, I figured drawing you a substitute instead would be easy enough. The principal himself imaginated an express and went tearing across the campus with his daughter in tow. It even made the front page of the Duo Mention City News back then. Looking back, you were always such a bright and spirited girl, which is why I encouraged you to reach for the stars. But when the weathering curse took hold, did that dream only end up weighing you down? If it weren't for those dreams you gave me, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I'll never forget, whether the weathering curse flared up, you would always sit by my bedside and hold my hand, telling me the stories of Sir Kamor. That was always your favorite. Whenever your fever refused to break, you would cling to my sleeve and just wouldn't let go. So, I would start from the moment Sir Kamor invented the dining device, and go all the way to the second voyage of the Interstellar Explorers. Like clockwork, right about then, you would close your eyes and drift off to sleep. Yeah, that was the first story you ever told me. And the very story that helped me make up my mind. Music stop? Never mind. Even if I could never leave this place, and if fixing the express meant sending just one soul up to the stars, that would be enough for me. Yeah, before I knew it, I'd already traveled far beyond anything I ever imagined as a child. I think I understand how you felt back then. Perhaps one day, I'll set down my duties as a navigator and come back to this place too. What about the Astral Express? A crew of the most incredible nameless will keep the express sailing on. Like a teacher watching her student, or a father his daughter. I understand that feeling. Then your dad will always be here at home waiting for you. So what is this important thing you need to tell me about? Yeah, that important thing. Dad, are you hiding something from me? I knew I couldn't hide it for long. Himeko. Uh-oh. I am sick. Huh? This isn't the right place for this discussion. Let's go to my office. So... it's the weathering curse. Here's the weathering curse too? I know what you're about to ask. I do not share the graphia lineage, which is why I believed I could find the demon from beyond. To save you and your mother. Oh my goodness. He just so casually dropped it without knowing the implications? What? But in the end, Ryusuke was just a useless man who couldn't save his wife or daughter. Or even himself. Tell me, what happened in the past 15 years? You've seen my portfolio, haven't you? Those worlds are just like Plain Arcadia. Every single one of them has fallen victim to the demon from beyond. In those hey, it's a painting of Pearl? Why is that here? In those places, luck is a very real thing, and the demon from beyond can manipulate misfortune. What does that even mean? In ways beyond comprehension, you feel misfortune crashing down like a tidal wave. Solar storms, diamond rain, system failures, one disaster after another. But if you make it out alive, bizarre strokes of luck come swimming back to you, and so the cycle repeats, washing over the world, tearing it apart. Sounds more insane than the Phantom Moon games. The universe is sheer madness, beyond all reason. I've survived over and over, yet my body has become as fragmented as Graphia once was. Is this his way of torturing the rebels? I don't know, but by the time I realized it, there was no escape. So he's just admitted to trying to find Assault Pramod, despite knowing, like, it's horrible, and now he's, like, just lamenting that he's, like, getting sort of the payment for it or something. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I could have reached out to the IPC's doctors. It's no use. I've been chasing after him my whole life. I know him better than you do. Himeko, remember when you first learned to paint? I told you then why we must paint the beauty that we see. Because the ugly, the despicable, and the cowardly, they endure forever through evasion, like beasts driven by survival. Beauty remains ever fleeting, just as heroes find their end in sacrifice and stars dissolve after they shine. Humans have surpassed their animal nature. We face our pain and end to win a dignity that the vast universe cannot ignore. So, we must capture what is noble and bright to show that such things truly lived. As for the barbaric and the low, they will endure regardless, needing no witness to their existence. But, Himeko, you are no longer the one who paints. You become the very splendor that I strive to capture. Fate works in mysterious ways. I'm so glad to see you once more in my final moments, watching you fulfill your childhood dream. You are standing before me as a navigator of Astral Express. I should have come back earlier. I'm so sorry. No, I'm the one who came back too late. I've thought about it 1,000 times. On that final night of the Bloodstained Games, if only someone had been there to sit by your side. After everything, does this tardy father still even deserve to hear what his daughter wants to say? If you're willing, I'll tell you about everything that happened. Thank you, Akibili. Thank you, Himeko. All of this happened after you went away. You were jumping from one job to the next, and for 4 long years I have heard nothing from you. During those 4 years, I found the stranded express deep in the canvas world and kept trying to repair it, watching the Phantom's Moon grow fuller. I remember the mask that had been handed down to our family for generations. If I could claim victory in the Phantom's Moon games, then perhaps by harnessing the divine authority of elation, it might just be possible to set the express in motion once more. But the Herald of Death was a complete madman, and he smashed every dream to pieces. 15 years ago. Young Himeko. These bloodstains, the Herald of Death is heading to Dovebrook. Really does look like graphia. He's already killed so many people. When will it be enough? Asking if I'm afraid? Of course I am, after seeing all that carnage along the way. Belle, Mia, everyone is splattered everywhere like spray paint. Twisted and crushed. Watched themselves turn into... well, they were still alive. I'm okay, I'm fine. Wait, that sounds like an older Himeko speaking to her. If I don't stop him right here and win the Phantom's Moon games, there will be no tomorrow for anyone, let alone a new journey for the Astral Express. And someone needs to avenge those students at the academy. I know hunting down the Herald of Death isn't my responsibility. If I turn around and walk away, no one will blame me. But I'm already here, I can't let him get away. Yeah, I'm not really scared anymore, really. First playable NPC while remaining an NPC. Don't mind if I turn back now, there's no one else to hold that demon back. I don't know if it's the first, but... Coffee! Oh, the run cycle looks so weird. Wrong way, it's over there. Is the run just a sped up walk cycle? I think it is. The suppression squad sent by the Department of Aberration Defense, they're all gone, completely wiped out. They struggled through the pain as the Herald of Death dragged them and smeared them across the ground. But they stand. Is he so far gone that he's using them himself as paint? Even so, he still managed to break through the blockade ahead. That's terrifying. Yeah, like this is Himeko's voice speaking, but who is it really? Is this pre-patch Yuzuha? Where's the raccoon? Tanuki. Is Kama a raccoon or a Tanuki? Anyway, either way, Trailblazer Stell and Kailas hasn't come into her life yet, so she's not here. She also doesn't have the headphones. I think I've got it. But first I need to buy some time. Alright, but buying time is easier said than done. It's too narrow here. We need more room. The best bet is to pin the herald down on that bridge. I'll take all the wish power I've gathered since the Phantasm Moon became full and use it as fuel to paint it into existence. The sheer destructive force unleashed from creating a massive object will break him and leave him completely incapacitated. You know, if I was playing with English voices, I might actually be able to tell what it's saying. And it doesn't even let you switch here anyway. Oh, it does. It's because I haven't downloaded it. I'm not gonna. Yeah, by burning all the wish power, I'll be forfeiting my victory. But even if I did win the games and restart the Express, what would happen to the city? To my friends, my teachers, and everyone else? Where would they have left to go? To set the Express in motion with Aha's power while standing by as innocent people are slaughtered by monsters. To soar into the stars while turning a deaf ear to the screams on the ground. Someone who does that has no right to call themselves a nameless. I knew you should have stuffed an orbital cannon or molecular saw into the case. Using that bigger on the inside Trailblaze tech just like the Astral Express. Right, when this is all over, I'll have to give it a try. Another body. Painted pink. To avoid, like, showing actual blood. This person was a supplicant? Black Birch, the masked... Okay, never mind. Masked Fool, yeah. The Masked Fool, the one who turned Gotham City inside down not long ago? Only 2 supplicants are left in the games now. Okay, well, he was a supplicant. Just like those legends I grew up with, a hero confronting a monster to protect everyone. Now that responsibility falls to me. I'll take him down. After that, I'll repair the Express myself and see it fly over the horizon and break out of the atmosphere. Something amazing? The very first stop, then? It'll certainly be quite memorable. Pink Pink Danganronpa? I don't know anything about that IP. This stench is about time. So exquisite! These flowers blooming in plain Arcadia. I can hear them dancing at the tips of my nerves. What is that? You say this is not enough? Still not enough. I need more pigment. I will mix my colors with the screams of terror and pray for the catecholamine to drown me. I don't even know what that is. Maybe this guy's like Jin, but more outwardly unhinged. Department head, I shall show you the error of your ways. This flesh is the culmination of life. Its own kin is right here, the giant tree running through Ahatopia. I shall become her. We will be as one. No, I will surpass her. I will devour her and become the one and only existence. Another new shade. Dazzling shattered crimson. Are you perhaps the color I've been missing all along? Step into this masterpiece. What the heck? Become one with me and lay the final cornerstone for the future of human evolution. Stop right there. So you actually conquered the Herald of Death and set the Astral Express in motion once more at the end of the Bloodstained games? Himeko, I believe in your bravery. When confronted by death, you will undoubtedly choose to resist. But you're so frail and sickly. How could you possibly defeat the Herald of Death who slaughtered every single supplicant? And how could you hope to repair such a massive stranded express? This is the part where are we finally gonna start getting to the part where we bring up like that part from the trailer where Himeko never left Plain Arcadia, the girl in the wheelchair? The answer is clear. It would be impossible for you. That is, unless you had another person helping you. Don't deny it yet. I've been tested by you enough along the way, so now give your father a little room to breathe. While I was gathering your belongings, I found some of the manuscripts you left behind. There were two distinct sets of handwriting upon those pages. Every trace in that house proves that two people once shared a life there. Legend says that during the Canvas Age, the grand artist White Bow painted his late daughter into his scroll and breathed life into her. White Bow. Just suppose that my brilliant daughter created a likeness of herself, a self-portrait so perfect that it breathed and moved with her. Oh my goodness. So this is where that part comes from then. I guess the himeko never left plain Arcadia, and the himeko looking boss that we have again from the trailer. That would explain that, wouldn't it? If that is the truth, then every mystery is explained. During that night of the Bloodstained Games, a girl at death's door and an imagination she created followed the trail of the Herald of Death all the way to Dogbrook. So our himeko then is not the real himeko, is that it? Oh boy, what the... As a monster bearing shoes, flesh, and a supplicant lost to madness, Marcus Antali defeated the pair before him without lifting a finger. Marcus Antali, is that... That's a new... That's his name drop, right? Like, we haven't seen it before? Driven by pure instinct, he slowly closed in on them. He intended to use their very lives as pigment to paint a new bloody bloom. Little did he know that he was walking straight into a trap of their design. The moment he drew near, a massive iron fist was imaginated from the sky above. It crashed down and crushed him to dust. It was the night of July 22nd, 1984 of the Arcadian calendar. A colossal shockwave radiating from the Dogbrook district shook the earth. As the dust settled, a strange urban legend found its way into every corner of the world. Over 10,000 sightings reported a giant arm descending from the sky that evening. In the hours that followed, the Department of Aberration Defense confirmed that the Herald of Death was completely incapacitated. The theories were endless. Was it a divine act by Aha or a weapon built by the IPC? No one knew for sure. Yet, the silhouette of that giant remained etched in every mind as a testament to heroism. It was just an arm, yet beneath the brush of a girl who yearned for the stars, it became an extension of humanity's reach. The girl achieved her dream, and the stars set sail once more, truly a most romantic fairy tale. And now... Unfortunately, I have to destroy this fairy tale myself. Because it's not actually his daughter, huh? You don't believe me? I have no idea who you truly are, but that little girl who longed for the trailblazing, my frail and sickly daughter. From the very beginning, Himeko never left plain Arcadia. Okay, so that narrator's voice from the trailer and English one is Ryusuke's English voice. That is not something you should joke about. You know better than I do whether I'm joking or not. By the way, things outside aren't looking good. The Arcadia is drowning in problems. Is it really wise to stay here instead of helping the young crew members? Oh dear. Oh dear. Those kids are all grown up now. They can handle their mission. As for myself, I'm staying right here to deal with the biggest problem of all. Assault Pramod is going to show up here, isn't he? Are you intending to stay here until the outcome is revealed? It might take forever for him to return, or he might never come back at all. Can we get Graphia and Kuchiba as playable characters, even like as 4 stars? Or maybe if I just complain and say, I wish Blade were here, he'll just show up. Anyway, it was his choice. We already said our goodbyes. Why does the music sound foreboding? Thank you for staying with him until the very end. Now it is time to deal with your matters. Gray-haired girl, you seek me out with her token in hand. What is it that you desire? Didn't you ask me to come here? I already told you why I'm here. Didn't I already tell you? I don't quite follow. Our first meeting was just before we took the boat here. Yeah. I only entered the Call of Wish Power because of that mask, the one painted by Evanesha. Without it, I would not be here. Wait, what? So, who's this me you speak of? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? I'm not following it either. Me, of course. Oh my goodness. He does just straight up show up here. Wait a minute. The graphia that appeared with the guards to haul Nihilux back was not graphia. That was a Sot Pramod, wasn't it? Because we saw one of the wispy that clung on to us, or like came with us, was actually Mr. Meanie. And Assault Pramod has found his way in here. Oh dear. The saying, our first meeting was just before we took the boat here. I interpreted that as like the meeting, like seeing her on the path. Because that was still only just a little bit before taking the boat, but I guess her saying was our first meeting was just before, literally, when she was on the boat. Not you again. A meanie will always be a meanie. Misfortune and I share one thing in common. We both enjoyed dropping in uninvited. So, this guy is that, oh my goodness, the dude that Ashvale said like always comes in when he's least wanted. Is he actually that same guy? A reunion after 1,000 years, Graphia. It has been a long time. Assault Pramod. So you finally showed yourself, Lord Ravager. I knew this goes much deeper than I thought. Graphia's arch nemesis. Back at Ingford Hermitage, what you heard was only half the story. 1,000 years ago, amidst the ruins of Ahotopia, I found a baby girl on the verge of death. You're saying Assault Pramod was the one who raised Graphia. What? Her cold, lifeless body reminded me of the legend of Elation. Aha heard an infant cry and burst into laughter. Too bad I never did get the joke, so I came up with a much better one. I infused that child with the power of destruction, giving her the birth of a Void Ranger. I taught her to paint her monstrous beast using the life of the veracity as pigment, all to carry out the Legion's divine will. Oh my goodness, what a twist. That's... what the frick? Graphia, your name was your commission to paint the world and carve a trace to our lasting glory just before the world meets its destruction. You were doing so well, right up until you saw that express crash. It gave you ideas, Graphia. Unrealistic, foolish ideas. So she was also kind of created in the name of destruction. This has... you know, this kind of reminds me of just, of finite. Created for the destruction, yet opposing it. Since that day, I've had nothing to do with you or your destruction. Your failure began the moment you tried to destroy the Express. All you did was turn the spirit of Nameless into a rallying cry for rebellion. I took the power you forced upon me and used it to save the innocent. You commanded me to record the end of the worlds, but instead I created a sanctuary. So you think putting on a human mask makes you one of the Trailblazers? How amusing. Wait, does Graphia become the Himeko boss or whatever? Himeko looking boss? Look at yourselves, that weathering curse is still eating away at you and your kin. It is the inescapable price for being a child of destruction who dares to betray your fate. Oh my goodness. It's all coming together. So is Ryusuke under the influence as well because like he sought Pramod? World on canvas, a total disaster, yet you still try to dress it up as a victory. Do you know why I haven't spared a Hotopia a single glance for an entire millennium? Because you bore me. But now, things have changed. Someone far more interesting than you has returned, and unlike you, she is the real deal, a genuine Nameless. Himeko? That is why I have returned, simply to tell you all this. That genuine Nameless. Himeko? I've had my fill of this drama. Now I'm dying to see how your face handles my fist. Don't go rushing in just yet. For 1,000 years, I've painted them over and over again. Every innocent life you extinguished during the Cinder Stage. Tell me, Assault Pramod, are you prepared to face their fury? I have more important things to do than linger here, but this little parting gift of yours... Why not let them have a taste instead? Oh, he's dancing. Of course not.
惜しいな。見事な一撃だった。だが成功率はゼロだ。高速判定が失敗した。1万分の1の確率でも俺がサイを振れば当たる。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, she corrupts, doesn't she? Oh no, yeah, her true face. Oh no. No, not Graphia. Meanings of destruction, I'll drive you all from this world. Okay, so she's still kind of... We must force her back to her senses. Oh, that's a corrupted express right here. So it seems like she's still aware, but she thinks that she is... she thinks she's fighting the destruction right now, but she doesn't know who is who. Oh, we got choir too. I hope this I hope this track is over 3 minutes, actually. Ooh. Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm... If there are any, I'm not picking up on any elite motifs here. Ooh, a more subdued section. Okay, I think that's the loot. Marauder Graphia, shoot, what was it? Founding artist. The ancestral progenitor from the painters of Benzai Tengoku and a remnant of Marauder Graphia. She once utilized the power of veracity to... What? She uses veracity to imaginate phantasmal monstrosities for the Antimatter Legion. Okay. After witnessing the crash of the Astral Express, a vision of ascending to the heavens took root within her, leading her to turn against her own creator alongside the Nameless. Ultimately, to protect this realm, she fought to and canvass all of existence. Within her lonely sorrow, she depicted the vengeful spirits fallen at the hands of Assault Pramod over and over again until that very resentment finally drove her to madness. She's looking a little bit like a siren here. Like, this is the rock, this is the fins. She's just laying down on that. Wait, so we don't get this boss as a weekly then? Oh, okay. I mean story, so yeah. I should probably see what she does before finishing off phase 1. Oh, never mind, it's just locked at 50%. Why did I even know if it's locked at 50%? What am I doing? Do we have to go full force? Of course not. That's exactly what Mini wants. Grudge of Blades. At the start of every turn, take fire damage. Targets afflicted with Grudge of Blades can select Endure Flames or Extinguish Flames when taking action. Endure Flames skips this turn. Gains Fortitude and damage reduces for 1 turn. Extinguish Flames has a chance to immediately dispel Grudge of Blaze, and takes fire damage if not dispelled. So it's basically I can stay CC'd but take less damage, or I can gamble on dropping frames. He's back. I don't think I'm dropping frames anymore. YouTube still thinks it's not getting enough stuff. Well, more time to vibe to the music. Move my mouse into the corner just so I can see if the YouTube's playback thing can get that. Okay, I think we're back. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like Endure Flames is remain CC'd, but allows you to increase the survivability. Extinguish Flames has a chance to cleanse, but otherwise does not. Wait, after selecting Extinguish Flames, this turn does not end regardless of the result. Wait, so I can repeatedly try to Extinguish Flames at the cost of potentially losing more and more health. %33% chance, okay. That's a lot of damage. Is it percent? Is this percent health? Oh, Did stream just cut straight up? Oh dear. Are we back? I'm still dropping frames. Okay. We're all CC'd. Oh, okay. Music, stop. Okay, it's got the flower. It's like... It's the opposite of the title screen. Instead of going this way, it goes this way. Oh, frick. I didn't catch it though. Looks like I have to use level 999 one more time. No need for that. If a sword is needed, let it be... Oh, welcome back! Welcome back. Something that fights for his comrades. I don't know. Oh, this cutscene goes so hard. Yeah, shit, alright. What? Don't hesitate, Slayer interdeems with his forged blade. Wait, does it actually shows? I don't think it showed in the list of weekly bosses. No way, Blade, you answered my prayers. 1 in 10 chance of survival. I choose to survive. Oh wait, she's already full on, but she CC'd. Where my cleanse at? I'm alone! Wait, that doesn't even do anything because she CC'd. What am I doing? Hey, Lamau. Oh, okay, she's all fine now. She's all good. I feel like the way that she's brought back was like that's just we just hit her hard enough and it's all good. Hope I'm not too late. Are you kidding? Your timing's impeccable, Blady. But isn't this a bit much? How do you even change outfits? What happened down there? Yeah, how did he change outfits? I used the Leviathan's Maw to imprison Shuhu, but that doesn't matter. All matters is that you made it out alive and got the job done. Not yet, I have made a decision. Xfinity, stop being so garbage. Hello? Stream's still cutting. Is it back? I think it's back for now. Let's settle this first. Are you okay? Thank you, all of you. We'll stop assault promote. Are you really alright? As long as the canvas remains, Assault Pramod cannot kill me. You have fulfilled what Evanesha entrusted to you. Oh, that means he's gonna try and destroy the canvas then, no? It was all me for 1,000 years. I was the one obsessed with bearing every responsibility alone. Assault Pramod was right after all. I've been a ghost of 1,000 years past, arrogant enough to think my seal over the world and canvas was unbreakable. I really believe that accumulated wish power would be enough to strike him down when he returned. We are up against the same nightmare that survived a whole Cinder Earth age, the same monster that an entire era could not even overcome. Just how did he even sneak into the world and canvas? The first time I stepped into Inkford Hermitage, a strange wispy tried to latch onto me, but it didn't succeed. Maybe that was the first step in Assault Pramod's plan to infiltrate this place. And then he took on Graphia's form to tamper with my mask and even taught me the way to summon the real Graphia. In the end, he got what he wanted. So this guy has been after one thing this whole time. To weaken Graphia, to break the barrier in the world of canvas. And to awaken the husk of the veracity. We need to leave this place as soon as possible. The giant maw that swallowed me is starting to stir. Oh dear. But he mentioned that he had something more important to do. What even is that supposed to mean? He has so much on his plate. No way he can split himself into pieces and handle everything at once, right? 1,000 years ago, the Demon Lord from beyond invaded Ahotopia. The power he unleashed was beyond all comprehension. He could appear in places thousands of miles apart at the exact same time, as if he possessed countless incarnations. That's not good. And this is where we get that scene where we see, like, Himeko, like, stopping following Ryusuke in the hallway, isn't it? Huh? Yup. He said he was meeting a genuine nameless. Himeko, she's in trouble. Oh boy. The biggest problem. Do you mean me? You said that classroom was a secret place of your own creation, yet Foolish seemed to know everything about it. Ah, I didn't catch on to that, frick. You're far too familiar with the Express, yet there's no way my father could have ever set foot on it. He likes the coffee, too. And another thing, when we first met up earlier, you said it had been 15 years. But my father clearly left much earlier than that. Your story's riddled with holes, or rather, you never even intended to pretend. I'm sorry, this is my... Unfortunately, it's... yeah. It's too much for my small brain. Smooth, small brain. Oh yeah! Frick, it was, yeah, he wasn't there during the Phantasm games, huh? He left, is that it? Am I remembering correctly? He had left prior, in order to, when she was already suffering from the Weathering Curse. Prior to the Phantasm games, right? You're the only person I can never seem to lie to, and about that last point, it was just a slip of the tongue. Stop this pathetic act. You are not him. You who dare to impersonate my father, show your true self. Seems our pleasant little father-daughter chat has come to an end. Buying time, keeping me pinned down, you played your part well along the way. If I proved to be more dangerous than anticipated, you would be right here. You would be right there to shield your companions. But, Navigator, you still overlooked one possibility, the most fatal one of all. Why don't you try to guess? At what exact point did I take Ryusuke's place? Happened on the day that man, in his desperate search for the source of the weathering curse to save his family, was destroyed by me. So this Ryusuke was never real, huh? This whole time, in all of 4.x, it was never real? That year, Himeko was 6. At her mother's funeral, she met her father for the first time. You are lying. I've told you only one lie all these years, my dear daughter. Nice to meet you. I am your father, Ryusuke. All that effort, all those years spent by my side, what were you really planning? Wait. Is he saying that Ryusuke at Himeko's mother's funeral that was actually assault per mod and that Ryusuke had already been killed? What? So Himeko never knew her real father then? Yeah, with this. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah. Himeko has never known her real father. Holy frick. Even I find it hard to tell what goes on in this head of mine sometimes. But now, as I look at your face, at that exquisite expression, it all makes sense. I had so much fun playing a father. And the best part, that was not even the most fun I've had today. Hey, can you hear me? Someone who looks like Assault Pramod just showed up at the tavern. We're under attack by Assault Pramod. Danheng and I will do everything we can to cover Yaguang. Assault Pramod is in more than 2. He's in at least 4 places right now. I have played along this far, so why not make it interesting? Let us add a dash of red to our little opening act. You've proven your theory by tearing off the mask of Ryusuke. As a courtesy, it's now time to strip away your disguise. Because she was never the real Himeko. The ugliest lie of the Trailblaze, the truth that has been hidden for 15 years. The real Himeko and imaginated ideal Himeko. What a scene. I'm saving this somewhere. Okay. When the Phantom's Moon is full again, I'll be there as I have promised. I'll come back with so many stories to tell you. Yeah, so our Himeko is traveling in real Himeko's steed to tell her stories. So is real Himeko still alive then? The girl looked up at the stars, but in her heart she was terrified of setting out. She was afraid of the universe, and even more she was afraid of the weight of responsibility. In the end, she had left her wishes to someone else. As for her, she chose to lie in a grave and stay in the Arcadia forever. Okay, so she's actually dead. Ryusuke's daughter, Himeko, is long dead. When she saw how vast the stars really were, she ran away. What the frick, man? Holy frick. Oh my goodness. The information and lore on this patch is like Wow. Just as the trailblaze will always converge with the What do you mean? Just the trailblaze will always converge with the destruction, culminating in awe-inspiring obliteration. Like matter antimatter? Is the thing he would have, like, the thing he fired at her something that would have only done something to the real ones?
俺はかつて請求列車がこの地から再び銀河へ立つのを見た。それから15年もの平穏な時が続いた。ああ、久しぶりだな。
Old friend? Wait, that's the... He's got romantic terrain powers here! I know it was shown in the trailer, but holy frick.
楽園はこの15年、俺の行為であらゆる素晴らしい可能性を前借りし、享受してきた。
Oh, yeah, wrong does her round teleporting out.
さて。
This is the Himeko Nova, right?
そろそろツケを払ってもらおう。
Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Okay. Okay. I know I said only earlier this stream that I don't want to talk about leaks on this stream, but you know, with so many leaks that go around, I don't know if the mech is from the actual drip market, if I'm remembering the mech from the actual drip marketing or from the leaks. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But okay, wow, what a patch. I'm not even 2 hours and 30 minutes in. Wow, this is a shorter one. This is like 3.5, 4 hours. What am I saying? Like 4.5-ish? Shorter one, but man, there was so much information given to us. And like just so much reveals. Oh my goodness, dude. And to just leave us off on a cliffhanger like this, come on. Of course they would do that. They have to, right? Where else would they leave it off? Hey, Blade. No. No. Adjust that fades into the void. Blue Maw. Even from distance, a chill runs down your spine as you look at it. That has nothing to do with courage, it is pure instinct. Surely Evanesha is gonna pop back and help, right? There's no way she doesn't. For being the arbiter of the Phantasmin games. Holy frick. Himeko has never met her real father. She's met an imposter the whole time. Like, she's known only the imposter the whole time. That shot from the trailer where she's following Ryusuke in the hallway, fake Ryusuke in the hallway and then stopping, that wasn't shown here, but I mean, to the same effect. We got Blade development. But we got to see Permancer Teray. Like, again, it was shown in the trailer, but man, seeing Permancer Teray outside of Amphoris, that was so hype. Does this mean that Amphorius' materialization or whatever is progressing even more? Man, I cannot wait for when Amphorius returns. Planted the seed, it's growing. I cannot wait. Speaking of which, would it still be worth it for me to pull Hyacine? I know she just reran, but would it still be worth it for me to... I guess we'll have to see whenever the next time she reruns, maybe in like 3 or 4 patches, if it'll still be worth it for me to run Castress, Evernight, Hyacine, RMC. Although I'd have to take RMC out, because I'd likely be using her here unless Evanesha gets a teammate to replace EMC. But yeah, we'll just have to see. I'm so tempted to do a 10. I'm so tempted to do a 10 pull. I'm really tempted to do a 10 pull. Nah. Alright. I'm not gonna do the another 20. I might still end up pulling from, in which case I'll record the pulls, but yeah. But man, that's I'm sounding like a broken record or something. Gloom? Oh. Okay. Let's hear condescending. Yeah, I really wish this track was longer than like 1 minute and 16 seconds. It's just so... It's just so... I don't... Well, alright. That is it for the Honkai Star Rail 4.3 Trailblaze quest. About 4 to 4.5 hours. So decent amount shorter compared to the 6, 7, sometimes even 8 hours. I don't dislike it. Obviously there's like overall less stuff happening, but man, yeah, the information and the reveals that we got, like holy crap. That graphia was raised by Asat Pramod to walk the destruction and then rebelled, and she was using the Veracity's power to aid the destruction. The fact that our himeko is a fake and that the real one's been long dead. And that Asat Pramod has just been faking being Himeko's father this entire time. Since he met her at when she was 6. So our himeko is a creation of Imogenesis. Of course, like, Welt has said Himeko rarely has talked about her past. I guess that would be part of it, right? She doesn't want to let it slip, maybe, that she's not the real Himeko. But it's also like, surely she would have known that the real Himeko has long been dead. Maybe she's just been denying it herself. She's just been lying to herself. I don't know. I don't think it really went much into like her thought process, her mental state with that. But okay. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Assault Pramod is being set up to be the main overarching antagonist for 4.x. Wow, it's hard to believe we're already almost halfway through 4.x. Back-to-back Lord Ravagers. You know, it would be so cool if... So we had it in Emphorius, all of our Chrysos heirs helped, right? Of course, it's their story. So they're gonna help in the story. But it would be so cool if by the end of 4.x, or by the climax, by the time we reach the climax, Emphorius has been fully recreated, and the Chrysos heirs all help. I don't know what powers they would have if they even retained their abilities. Surely they would at least retain some of it, right? But I think Castor said she's lost her touch of death. Glaya has her regular eyes back. Maide, I don't know, I don't remember if it was stated, but Maide probably doesn't have his pseudo-immortality anymore. But the fact that Permancer Teray has his, like, Dan Heng has his Permancer Teray powers, I mean, that could mean that some of Emphorius keeps some of their abilities, right? Like, I mean, if they just want to live as regular people in peace, that's perfectly fine too. But it would just be really awesome if they helped out here as well. Not one, but 2 Lord Ravagers. And of course, I hope we see more of Evanesha. We have to. Right. Okay, but yeah, 4.3 main story. That will be it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're lurking, thank you for lurking. If you're watching the VOD, thanks for watching the VOD. And if you dropped by and left, you probably won't hear or see this unless you go through the VOD, but thanks for dropping by. If you enjoyed this stream and or my other content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, consider dropping a follow. I'd really appreciate it. Upcoming videos. So I've recorded my Pure Fiction 4.2 runs. Just needed to get around to cutting that, like snipping out the extra pauses where I took some extra time to think. And then I need to record my Memory of Chaos 4. I think it's still, Memory of Chaos was still on 4.2 clear as well. I'll probably make just a stream highlights video for my Yaguang pulls. And I need to, aside from Honkai Star Rail, well, yeah, I still need to get started on the King Pom Pom boss. I've just been having stuff going on and just general procrastination. Well, what's it called? What is it called? Executive dysfunction? I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to make excuses for myself in case it's not actually that. Like, regardless of the reason, the outcome is the same. Not being productive. But anyway, aside from that, I will probably, hopefully, try to get back into U-Rank and Tetrio soon. My rating decay is going back up because I haven't done any TL for a bit. But yeah, that's all I can think of right now. So yeah, really excited for 4.4. Really excited to see where this goes. I'm probably going to skip Himeko Nova, just because. Okay, the lineup of banners is crazy. Mblade is probably the single best unit in the game right now. Himeko Nova, I mean, I don't know what she does, but we got the Fate characters. We got the Fate collab coming in again, right? And if it's anything like the first time, you have to do, what is it, like 100, was it 100 pulls to get Gilgamesh Light Cone for free? Or that's how it was with Argus, right? 100 pulls on the Fate banners to get Argus Light Cone for free. It's probably going to do a similar thing for Gilgamesh. Yeah. So I'm really strapped for pulls right now. I do have this, which will help, and I do have my so-called stash, which is like all the other non-time limited stuff being unclaimed. This being one of them. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of stuff. I don't... Who knows how much it'll actually give me? But, wait, hold on. There is... They're at least 5, so this would give me probably at least 30 pulls. And, you know, some of them are way more. But, yeah. So, yeah. Next stream. I may stream tomorrow. But I'm gonna try... less likely... more likely to not stream. Because I'm gonna try, you know... spend some time working on like the actual videos and other obligations and responsibilities. If I do stream, either as usual Tetrio, Smash Bros, or Hytale. Hytale would be on my other channel. I do want to keep progressing through my single player world. I just need to figure out where I am. I did a little bit of stuff off. I did some more stuff off camera since the previous stream, which I know was a while ago. So at this point, I don't even remember either. But yeah, I think, and Zelda Zone Zero I think updates next week. So, if it updates on Tuesday, then stream next week. Otherwise, if it updates on Sunday, like this Honkai Star Rail patch for some reason, then maybe I'll stream it that day, and then the Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday following. So yeah, gave a quick and general overview of my planned videos and then possible streams. Yeah. Once again, that'll be it for this stream. Once again, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.